You wake up to the sound of a notification on your phone, but something is off. This isn't your usual notification sound. It's the sound of wealth, the sound of $500 million hitting your bank account, the notification sound of a bank you've never heard from before. $500 million. Yes, exactly 500 million US dollars. This isn't a dream. This is the money in your bank account. Yesterday, you were checking prices at the grocery store. Today, banks are requesting meetings. Strangers are trying to reach you, and people you haven't heard from in years suddenly remember your number. At first, it feels like freedom. Rent and bills are no longer an issue. Every door you desire can open without you even touching it. However, if you don't know how to manage money, this becomes a massive problem, which is why you must watch this video to the very end without skipping. Before the jackpot, your life is ordinary. You wake up to an alarm you hate, and you work because bills don't wait. Rent, debt, food, gas, repairs, subscriptions, little emergencies, everything has a price. Then, you wait in front of the TV for the winning numbers to be announced on the screen. But because you just got home from work and are exhausted, you fall asleep before the commercials even end. In the morning, you wake up to a notification, and for a few seconds, your brain refuses to accept it. You check once, then twice, then 10 times. Your hands shake, your chest tightens, and the room suddenly feels incredibly small compared to what just happened. You haven't even moved yet, but your entire future has already changed. Level 1, the shock level. This is the moment when the money is still invisible, but your identity is already shattered. You are in the same room wearing the same clothes, surrounded by the same furniture, but nothing feels normal anymore. The old couch, the cheap lamp, the unpaid bill on the table. Everything now looks as if it belongs to a past version of you. You don't feel rich yet. You feel unreal. Your first instinct isn't strategy, it's emotion. You want to scream, call someone, and prove that this isn't a mistake. You dream of paying off debts, starting your own business, buying a house, helping your family, traveling anywhere, and never checking your bank balance again. For the first time, the future doesn't look like a wall. It looks like an open road. However, this level is dangerous because excitement feels like wisdom. I can finally do whatever I want, you think. That sentence sounds like freedom, but it's also the first warning sign. When a person who has always lived with limits suddenly has limitless options, the brain doesn't calm down. Every desire becomes urgent and every idea feels possible. The first real truth of the lottery is this: money arrives faster than your mind can adapt. The best move at this level is silence. Don't share, don't announce, don't celebrate out loud, because the second people find out, you are no longer just a winner. You are a target. Level 2, the demand level. Now, the jackpot becomes official. You walk into a law firm and the dream suddenly turns into paperwork. Signatures, tax questions, background checks, advisors, lawyers, security concerns, and decisions that could affect the rest of your life. The first luxury you buy isn't a car, it's protection. You realize that winning money isn't the same as receiving money. The headline number is massive, but the amount you actually control depends on taxes, payment options, legal structures, and whether you take a lump sum or long-term payouts. A serious winner asks, how much is left, who knows about it, where's it going, and how do I protect it? This question is the fine line between being lucky and being prepared. Now, sitting across from you are professionals who understand money better than you do. Some will protect you while others might profit off you. Since you are new to this world, it's hard to tell the difference. Many winners make their first mistake here. They believe the jackpot instantly makes them powerful. But true power doesn't come from having money. True power comes from having a system around the money. A lawyer protects your name. An accountant protects your taxes. A financial advisor protects your future. A security expert protects your privacy. And your discipline protects you from yourself. Without this system, the jackpot is just exposed fuel. A single spark can burn it all down. Exactly at this point, you are on the YouTube channel that provides the information you need in every moment of your life for free. I think you should join us without missing this opportunity. Don't forget to turn on notifications for new levels. Level 3, the escape level. Once the money clears the account, the first visible change finally happens. You abandon your old life. Maybe you quit your job, pay off all your debts, leave that small rented apartment, buy your family a house, replace your old car, and buy a plane ticket. This is the level everyone dreams of. No alarm clocks, no bosses, no late fees. No choosing between saving money and enjoying life. You can walk into stores without looking at price tags, order anything off the menu, and say yes to experiences that used to belong only to other people. For a while, this feels amazing. Your body relaxes in ways you didn't know were possible. You stop calculating every little purchase and you stop feeling guilty for resting. This is money's first gift, breathing room. But breathing room can easily turn into drifting. When every day becomes completely empty, structure is lost. When structure is lost, time loses its shape. And when time loses its shape, buying things becomes the easiest way to feel like you are in motion. A new watch, a better car, a grander trip, another dinner, a new top-model phone. None of this feels dangerous yet because compared to the jackpot, every purchase seems small. But small leaks can sink great ships. Then your social circle changes. Some people celebrate you, some scrutinize you, and some see your win as their own opportunity. They ask for help, loans, favors, or emergency money. The lottery doesn't just test your spending. It tests your boundaries. By the end of level 3, you are free from your old financial pressure, but you've entered a new kind of pressure, expectation. Winning the lottery eliminated your old problems, but it also brings problems that only rich people can have. Level 4, the upgrade. At this level, the money becomes visible. You are no longer just free from bills. You are surrounded by things that prove your life has changed. The apartment becomes a mansion. The old car becomes a luxury SUV. Economy flights become private lounges, and your closet fills with clothes that cost more than your old monthly rent. Every object around you sends the same message. You made it. And for a while, this message feels empowering. People look at you differently. Restaurants treat you differently. Salespeople smile before you even speak. Doors open faster. And your name starts to carry weight even in rooms where no one truly knows you. This is the level where luxury stops being a reward and becomes your environment. But the hidden danger here is this. When expensive things become normal, normal things start to feel small. The first mansion feels incredible. The second one feels like a standard decision. The first luxury car feels impossible. The next one is just an upgrade. The first 5-star hotel is like a dream. Soon enough, anything less feels like a downgrade. Your lifestyle expands to match the money. And once a lifestyle expands, it hates shrinking back down. At this point, you aren't just spending to enjoy life. You are now spending to maintain the version of yourself that everyone expects to see. The real cost of luxury isn't the price tag. It's the identity you build around needing it. Level 5. The social circle level now. The money reaches other people. This is where the lottery stops being about numbers and becomes more about relationships. Family members come with stories, friends come with ideas, old schoolmates come with business plans, and people you barely know suddenly act as if you've always been close. Some are honest, some are desperate, some are jealous, and some are calculating. And the hardest part is that you can't always tell the difference. Someone asks for help with rent, another needs money for medical bills. Someone wants you to invest in a restaurant, someone wants a loan, someone wants a house. Someone says you have so much, this is nothing to you. That sentence can turn into a weapon, because when you win hundreds of millions of dollars, every request seems small compared to the jackpot. But every yes creates a new expectation, every gift creates a new narrative, and every boundary turns into disappointment. You begin to learn that money can make you generous, but it can also hold you responsible for problems you didn't create. If you say yes to everyone, you turn into an open wallet. If you say no, some people will call you selfish. This is exactly where many winners lose their peace. Not because they bought too many things, but because they granted access to too many people. The truth is simple. Money doesn't ruin relationships on its own. It reveals what was already in them. At this level, you need rules before emotions. You must establish a fixed giving budget, a trusted advisor to stand between you and requests, written agreements instead of verbal promises, and clear boundaries before guilt kicks in. Because if you don't define your own role, other people will define it for you, and their version usually costs you more. And at this point, you must make the right decision. You should immediately join this channel where you can get support through free videos and posts, which expects no self-interest from you and aims to improve you. Level 6. The opportunity level. When people find out you have money, opportunities multiply. You are invited into rooms you've never entered before. Real estate deals, startup pitches, restaurant chains, crypto projects, private funds, art investments, luxury developments. A friend of a friend knows someone who knows a billionaire with the perfect deal. Everyone says the same thing. This could double your money. At first, this feels exciting. You are no longer just spending, you are becoming an investor. But this level is dangerous because opportunity and risk usually wear the same outfit. You may not have spent your life studying business, markets, taxes, contracts, fraud, or valuation, but suddenly people confidently expect you to make million-dollar decisions. And because you won the lottery, a part of you starts to believe you are inherently lucky. That belief is expensive. If you learn to say, "I will evaluate this," that sentence protects you. Because serious people respect the process, while manipulators hate it. The biggest danger at this level isn't missing out on a great deal. The biggest danger is thinking every deal is your next level. True wealth isn't built by saying yes faster. It is protected by intellect without panicking. Level 7. The privacy level. By the time you reach this stage, your life has changed so much that privacy becomes a luxury. Your name might appear online, your home can become searchable, your purchases turn into gossip, and your vacation photos might travel further than you intended. People might recognize you, follow you, text you, or try to approach you. Initially, the attention might feel flattering. Then it gets heavy. You start noticing the little things. A stranger knows where you live. A distant relative knows what car you bought. A person at a restaurant whispers after seeing your face. The jackpot has turned your life into a story that other people want to insert themselves into. And when your life becomes public, every decision is judged. This is where the lottery stops feeling like a dream and starts feeling like a system you must manage every single day. By the end of level 7, you have luxury, status, opportunities, and attention. But you also have pressure, demands, risk, and exposure. Money gave you access to a bigger life. Now you have to decide whether you will control that life or if that life will control you. Level 8. The power level. At this level, the jackpot is no longer just money. It turns into influence. People listen to you before you even finish speaking. Banks respond faster. Private clubs open their doors. And business owners want to partner up. Brokers, founders, and luxury brands treat you like a boss. You realize that wealth doesn't just buy things. It changes the way reality responds to you. A normal person requests access. A rich person is offered access. A normal person waits in line. A rich person is taken out of the line. But this is deceiving, and it can feel addictive. After years of being ordinary, being someone important finally feels like proof that you are somebody. However, this level has a trap. If you confuse attention with respect, you will trust the wrong people. Some people admire you, some people need you, and some just see the money behind you. This is where ego becomes more expensive than spending. Because money gives you options, but ego disables your brakes. Therefore, you must stay away from ego. Level 9. The emptiness level. Then comes the part no one ever imagines while buying a lottery ticket. You have the house, you have the cars, you have the trips, you have the clothes, the accounts, the attention, and the freedom. But one morning you wake up and nothing feels as powerful as it did in the beginning. The first million changed the way you breathed. The first luxury car changed your confidence. The first mansion changed your identity. But now, another purchase only gives you a brief spark before everything returns to normal again. This is the emotional crash of sudden wealth. You escaped the old life, but you might not have built a new purpose. Without pressure, you lose urgency. Without urgency, you lose direction. And without direction, freedom strangely starts to feel empty. People think the lottery solves life, but mostly it just removes the excuse. Before you could say, "If I had money, I would be happy." Now you have the money. So if something still feels missing, you face the real question. What was it that money could never fix? Some winners spend more, party longer, chase more attention, or take bigger risks just to feel something again. But the smartest winners slow down. They rebuild their identities around purpose, health, family, privacy, learning, and control. Because a directionless, wealthy life is just a bigger room in which you will feel lost. Level 10. The control level. This is the final level. It's not the level where you have the most things. It's the level where the money no longer owns you. You have systems, you have boundaries, you have privacy, and you have professionals you trust. You know what you are spending on, what you are investing in, what you are giving, and what you are protecting. You no longer need to prove that you are rich. In the early levels, you use money to escape. Then you use money to level up. Then you use money to impress. But at the highest level, you use money to design a life that remains stable even when emotions shift. The jackpot is no longer chaos. It is a tool. And this is the truth most people miss. Winning the lottery is not just a money problem. It is an identity problem, a social circle problem, a security problem, a discipline problem, and a purpose problem. Money can buy comfort, but it doesn't automatically bring wisdom. It can eliminate stress, but it can also attract new stresses. It can give you freedom, but freedom without control turns into noise. And the probability of it hitting a person is very low, not just for you, but for everyone. As if that weren't enough, there might even be those who abuse their authority to make someone else win, I don't know. At this point, instead of wasting your money on a lottery ticket, you can make smarter investments. Instead of hollow probabilities, you can join us to reach financial freedom and the right decisions, step by step. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.